NHL today.
That's fair.
Game time decision. Friday, January 6th, 2023. We are here. Boom. I'm your host, Detroit Lenny, here joined with my two favorite knuckleheads, Nick and Tim Earl from Earl Sports Bets. Got to remind everybody real quick about our sponsor, Caesar Sportsbook. Wager up to $1,250 on your first bet. If you don't win, don't worry. You'll get 100% of your stake back as a free bet, and win or lose. You also get 1,000 tier credits, 1,000 reward credits points. That's where you get all those free meals, free rooms, stuff like that. Comps. All you got to do is use the promo code GTD full. The link's in the description of the video. You just click it, take you right to your state-specific site. If you haven't signed up with Caesars, it must not be legal in your city or your state. Other than that, I don't know.
That's our excuse. What's your excuse?
No, exactly. I have it. I have Caesars in multiple states. I'm going to tell you that, okay?
Well, Caesars, or isn't it Will Hill in Vegas?
It's William Hill here. They have a Caesars account, but they're owned by the same. It's Bill Hill here, William Hill. So, in Vegas, but I'm a man of many states. So don't forget to check out Earl Sports Bets as well. Check their website out, earlsportsbets.com/promo. 7-day package, $49. 7 days, $7. All you gotta do, go over there, pay, get it. What else we got? Let's go over the NBA real quick while I figure out my because you got a decent NBA slate.
Yes.
You go ahead, take it away. I'll figure out my NBA play of the day.
I have two NBA plays that I really, really like. Those are up on the site, though. We start off with Portland and Indiana in the opening game. Jeremiah Grant is questionable. Other than that, everybody else is good to go for this one. I'm going to back the team that's been making me money pretty much all year, and that's going to be Indiana. They've been very, very consistent. They have covered in 5 straight games. They've won 4 out of their last 5. This is an Indiana team that I do not want to fade right now. I'm taking them money line at minus 120 area. Chicago and Philly, which I feel a little bit less confident about this play because Joel Embiid is out, which just means Philly by double digits. I'm on Chicago. I'm on Chicago plus the 5.5. I believe it's down to it's still a 4.5. So I guess it didn't move all that much with the Embiid news. But he is out. Other than that, because no Embiid, if you want to look at player props today, I don't know why you wouldn't go after Harden, because he's going to have to fill in a little bit. And on the opposite side for the Bulls, get a little bit of Vucevic. No big guy in the middle for Philly. It's going to be able to really slow him down. So maybe look towards Vucevic if you guys are interested in player props. Knicks and the Raptors are up next. Still no RJ Barrett for the Knicks. Other than that, we should be good to go in that game. I lean Knicks, did not bet it. Brooklyn and Pelicans are up next. Pelicans are going to be without Zion for the next at least 3 weeks. I feel bad for Zion because once they start to have a really good year and then he gets injured and he's going to be out until February. So that's going to be really rough for him. Although I do lean a little bit towards New Orleans. 17-4 at home from them this year. They're one of the best home teams in the NBA. Although with no Zion, no Ingram, it's going to be a little bit rough of a game for them. I end up staying away from that one. Washington and Oklahoma City's up next. No real big injuries besides Bradley Beal. He'll be out for the next couple of games, but we knew already he was going to be out. I'm going to be riding with, once again, another team that I've been backing a bunch this year, and that is Oklahoma City. They've been making me money, and I don't see a reason to fade them right now. I'm gonna go and back them. SGA has been one of the best players in the league. I think he's currently betting odds favorite for most improved. So definitely really good to see out of him. I like the Oklahoma City Thunder today. We go to the Bucks and the Hornets. They're up next. Giannis is considered probable. Holiday is considered probable. No Oubre Jr. for the Hornets and no Middleton for the Bucks. This line has dropped from 234 to 232. I have the under in this game. I just think it's a lower paced game. And if you guys don't like the under in general and want to take Charlotte under, I'm all right with that as well. I don't think Charlotte scores all that many points in this one. One of my favorite plays of the day is in the Detroit Pistons and San Antonio Spurs game. It is one of my best bets on the site, so it's over there if you guys are interested. Although Vessel is out for the Spurs, I do lean over in this game, but my side, once again, is over on the site. I got two of those that are up on the site because with balling out, I got to do something for it. Cleveland and Denver are up next. Cleveland's going to be without Donovan Mitchell. They're resting him tonight. And then Darius Garland participated in shoot-arounds, so he's a game-time decision. We'll see how that goes. Jamal Murray is probable. I'm going to say he plays. He played 21 minutes yesterday. If he played 30, 32, 34 in that area, I would have said he probably wouldn't be playing. I think he will be playing today, so I do think he plays. I do lean Cleveland. I'm not betting this game besides the old reliable. And I know it's probably not the best of odds. Nikola Jokic triple-double. It's plus 110. I don't care. I think he gets it tonight. He played – the Nuggets won by 32 last night, and Nikola Jokic put up 12 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists. Nothing in 24 minutes of play. I think he comes back and has a big night tonight. Speaking of teams that I think are going to have a big night, the Clippers and the T-Wolves are up next. Minnesota still without Karl Anthony Towns. And then Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are both questionable. I'm going to consider them in. They played all of 14 to 18 minutes yesterday, and that team got absolutely embarrassed last night. They lost by 31 points to the Nuggets on TNT. So it's not like it was on NBA Network. It was on national television. You better believe coming back and being able to have a game right back after that, I feel bad for the Timberwolves. Even though Clippers are 4.5-point dogs or 4-point dogs, Clippers by double digits tonight. That was my pick on the show. Clippers are going to smoke them. Miami and Phoenix is up next. No Booker. Harrow is questionable. My other best bet on the site is on the side in this one. I do lean under. The Heat are one of the worst offensive teams and a top 5 defensive team. You take Miami games under. Final game is Atlanta and the Lakers. The Lakers will still be without Anthony Davis. LeBron James is questionable as always. And Russell Westbrook is also questionable as always. And most likely we're not seeing Clint Capella on the Atlanta side. I leaned over. I wish I grabbed it at the 234 when I did Balling Out last night. When we did the ESB show, it was sitting at 242. So that one skyrocketed. I wouldn't touch it now. This one's going to end up being a pass. That is all the NBA games for today. We'll head back to Nick and Lenny. I know Nick has a hockey slate to talk over.
Yeah, nice little work there on the NBA. We're going to break it over to the NHL injury and update, goalie news update. And Nick Earl, take it away.
Yeah, we get a decent slate in the NHL tonight. We're going to kick it on off here with the Washington Capitals and the Nashville Predators. Kevin Lankinen is expected. Charlie Lindgren is confirmed. For Nashville, it's just Borowiecki. Really, that's out for them. On the other side, Carlson, Hagelin, Wilson, Brown, Backstrom all remain out for the Capitals. So I did stay off of this game. This was not one that I saw value in. I probably at this number, I probably have to lean Nashville at the price, and I lean slightly towards the over, but that was a no play for me. Florida and Detroit, Bobrovsky and Husso are confirmed in net. Duclair, Hornquist remain out for the Panthers. Zadina, Hag, and Bertuzzi remain out for the Red Wings. In this one, I did grab the home dog. I got plus 134, I believe, with the Detroit Red Wings, looking for them to bounce back after an embarrassing 5-1 loss last game to the Devils. And I thought that I had this game priced around a pick 'em. I don't think that Florida should be this big of a home or a road favorite at all in this game. So I am on the Detroit Red Wings in that game. Lightning and Jets, Vasilevsky and Hellebuck are your projected goalies. Keep an eye out for Vasilevsky because he is questionable for this game with an illness. Hopefully he suits up and they don't go back and forth like they did against the Wild before landing on Elliott for the back-to-back. Also, Bogosian and Hedman are out for this one. Hedman personal reasons. Congratulations to the Hedman family for, I believe it was their first child. And on the other side for Winnipeg, Appleton and Stanley remain out. But big news for Edmonton, Ehlers, Wheeler, and Perfetti all return to the starting lineup tonight. I like the under. I also took a little bit of Lightning team total under as well. Next one, we have the marquee matchup of the evening here. We have the Arizona Coyotes and the Chicago Blackhawks, and I know what everybody's thinking.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, I love this matchup, though. We have Connor Ingram and Alex Stalock as your goalies for this one here. Michelli remains out for the Coyotes, as well as Liam O'Brien and Andrew Ladd and Brian Little. Athanasiou, Doc, and Johnson are questionable. Patrick Kane is out, along with Entwistle and Tenorti and Chiara. I am on the Blackhawks in this game, -105. It's a back-to-back for the Arizona Coyotes with Connor Ingram in net, the worst of the two goalies, and I get it. It's tough to trust this Blackhawks team, but I'm doing it tonight. I'm also on the over 6. I think that the Blackhawks are able to put up 4 goals tonight, which is probably asking too much, but against the Arizona Coyotes on the last game of a road trip with their backup goaltender and giving up goals lately, I'm going to go with that. Islanders and Flames. We have 2 more games left. Islanders will most likely have Semyon Varlamov in net. Jacob Markstrom is confirmed for the Flames. Holmstrom, Palmieri, Pellich, Wallstrom all remain out for the Isles. Ritchie and Killington for the Flames. I am on the over 5.5 in this game, and I'm also on the team total over 2.5 with the Islanders. So you only have to pay $1.05 for that. Thought that was a really good price. I had the Islanders projected around 3 goals in this game. I don't really trust the goaltending right now for Calgary, even though I think in the coming days you'll find some value maybe in the futures market with the Calgary Flames. I'll get into that maybe a little bit later. But I was looking a little bit at the Flames plus 650 to win the Pacific Division. And then the last game of the night, another marquee matchup, another
Stop it. Get some help.
game here. Sharks and Ducks. Cabo Kakinen, Anthony Stolars, your goaltenders for this one here. The Sharks are going to only be without Semek and Nudivara and Luke Cunnin. On the other side, Shattenkirk, Drysdale, Lindstrom, and all remain out for the Ducks. I got in early on this number here. I got the Sharks at $1.23. I'm seeing up to $1.55, $1.60 with them now. I definitely would not play them at that price. At this price, it's probably Ducks or nothing. But I played the Sharks last night, and I also got the over 6.5 in this game. I have this game projected around 7.2-ish goals. I do see a higher scoring matchup here between the Ducks and the Sharks tonight. So that is everything for the hockey slate tonight. Back to everybody else. Wake up.
Here we are. We're going to talk some football. I already got my circle plays ready.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's right.
I already got it ready to roll. We're going to talk that. I'm going to go through the chat. While I go through the chat, you guys get your circle plays ready. I got it ready to roll on
All
the
right,
monitor.
let me put mine in for.
Well, that's what I got.
Okay, I was just about to pull that up.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
Put that on the screen. Put that on the screen so I
yeah, that's fine.
about the
That's
correct numbers. For my personal picks, at least.
Yeah, give you guys this 5 in the chat. Give your 5. Just 5. I don't need an analysis and breakdown of all 30 games on this market. By the way, the Buffalo New England game is not on here.
Yep, it's not
so
on.
if you're looking for that, I was looking for that. If you haven't bet Buffalo by now, I don't know what you're doing. I'm
kind of lean New England.
Yeah, well,
If
you're going to hell too, okay? If you want to root for somebody's death, that's fine. But
I didn't root for somebody's death. That's not what I was saying.
I'm kidding. I have a shirt. Where's my
I'm
shirt?
dogging it up this week.
Here,
I got nothing
go.
but dogs.
Sarcasm. It's what I do.
Yes, it is.
Sure. Right. I'm joking. I put mine in my little banner there, so we're gonna give our 5 personal
I had
ones.
I had to correct you on one of them there, Lenny, because you had minus instead of plus for one of yours. The first one had minus instead of plus.
Yeah, hey, I'm okay with the minus. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna win my double digits.
It's a double digits game, ain't it? All right.
It's a double digit game.
Okay, good luck.
I know, right? I have some player props in that game that I really, really do like.
I'll be
we'll talk
completely
about
honest,
that.
and I have to do this for the Raiders Chiefs game. I have the under bet on every single game.
Yeah, hey, I'm blindly doing what we've been talking about all week, and I got about 8 of them out of all
Low
these.
key, I just want to
Feel
bet.
really confident that I'm gonna tease 6-point teaser up and then take them all under just to give myself
I
the teaser
think
protection.
And I think I might land on every single underdog.
I
Mhm.
I will go through.
I might want to grab.
I'm gonna run through the
Go
chat.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna run through the chat. Let everybody take a look at some stuff. I can't really make that.
I got mine in.
bigger. I'm liking the Philly under tonight. Hey guys, what's happening? What's up, Julie Carly? Richie P smash the like button like an adult. There we go. We need some likes. We need some likes, folks. Perron, anytime goal.
Yeah, why not?
Or
yeah, I got the Red Wings tonight. Why not? Go for it.
Man, I don't hate it. I like the Red Wings tonight, but I didn't want to give it out as anything.
I was gonna say though, it doesn't take much to talk you onto a Detroit sports team.
Well, they're at home. That's the only reason. And in Florida,
that's a team that shouldn't be a road favorite.
I was just gonna say you hit the nail on the head with that analysis in that game, the breakdown. Just because I think Florida's a better team, sure, but I don't think they should be big a favorite.
Are they though?
Yeah, but not by much. Right now they are, just because we're playing like absolute dog shit. That being said, I just think it's a spot for the Wings. And I don't think they're factoring that into that number, but I don't know. Islanders money line.
Go for it. I don't think the Flames should be that big of a favorite.
Hello. Yo. What's up, Joe? Great night ahead. Yeah, I got a feeling. Although I just smoked, so I could be back.
That is totally understandable.
I'm jealous. I haven't yet. I gotta wait till after the show. Y'all don't want me to smoke and then do a show, because we'll start talking about hockey and end up on aliens. I'm just saying.
Whoa, what about the aliens?
I'm just saying, Area 51's right around the corner. Shit. What up? Oakland versus Northern Kentucky. Thinking about the over tonight. Any thoughts? College basketball.
Lean that way, but I will say we haven't bet many overs lately in college basketball, to be completely honest.
Best money line play for hockey tonight and the NBA?
Best money line play?
For the NBA, and I know Lenny's going to disagree with this one, Clippers.
Yeah, I'm on the other side. But
I just can't fade the Clippers after they completely embarrassed themselves last night.
Blackhawks.
I agree. I'm concerned though that everybody plays the amount of minutes that they should play. I think maybe I see what you're saying. I don't like it. Look, I'm not the NBA guy. Tim Earl is. My thought was though, when I looked at that game, that even if those big name starters do play, they don't get as much minutes, so that could maybe affect it. But I don't know. What do I know? And Ducks best NHL bet for the tonight.
I can't back.
I don't know how anybody says that ever. Like, that's the worst
I can
team in the
definitely
NHL.
My bad. I'll take that back. I got the Sharks at -123. At -160, I'm not backing the Sharks. That's a Ducks or nothing play now. That's what the Ducks have turned into.
Yeah.
The King of Rice has arrived. Good evening. Jamie says there's a hand and a pink and a waving and a hand and it's pink and it's waving.
I think you missed a couple.
I did. I know. I wasn't going to get into the football.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I see Richie P's got Giants, Steelers, Niners, Cowboys, Aints. I
can't even cap that Saints game for a side. I don't know.
I don't want nothing to do with most of these. Jags, Lions, Chargers, Steelers, Cowboys. Me and JoJo aren't far off.
I will say I have all of our stuff typed in to a poll that's going to go up on the ESB channel of who has the better circa 5.
Okay, I like it.
I just put the poll up.
All right,
let's
put that
let's
up.
go
Low
first.
key,
All right.
low key. I hope I lose. I hope I lose because I don't like people agreeing with me.
That's fair.
Boy, ain't that the
Well,
truth.
you hope you lose, Nick. Here's yours. Go ahead.
There's Nick's. Yeah, well, let's bring hey, Nick,
Ooh,
here.
let the dogs out. Ooh,
Defend yourself.
yeah. I got Vegas at 7.5. I did not expect that line to go back up, but I also sprinkled the money line with Vegas. We saw last week their offense moved a little bit better with Jared Stidham at quarterback. So, and this is one of those cases where the Kansas City Chiefs are the same thing every week. And I'd probably sprinkling the money line may have been a little bit of a mistake, but hey, they're the same thing. They cover. I mean, they win. They don't cover. The Chiefs are not a team you trust laying more than a touchdown. Just not something you do. So I do like the Raiders here as a home divisional underdog. Next, I'm on the Tennessee Titans. I think they win outright. The Jacksonville Jaguars are not to be trusted as a favorite. The only time they covered as a favorite this year was last week as 3-point favorites against the Houston Texans. Good job, you covered against the Texans. Woohoo! No, and this is a rested Tennessee Titans team. Not only did they play on Thursday night, but half their team didn't play on Thursday night. So we get over 2 weeks of rest for Derrick Henry and most of the starters for that team for this game specifically, because that Thursday game meant absolutely nothing to them. So Tennessee outright, I'll take the 6. Miami, I got them at a pick 'em. It's Joe Flacco. And Miami still has something to play for, and I had this game priced around a 4.5. Now it's up to a 3 on regular books. I don't know if I would play the Dolphins at that price, but at a +1 for the circa, that's a play for me. The Detroit Lions, Lenny will like that one. They may win outright, and my last play kind of helps out my Detroit play because I also do the Rams here. And here's my thought behind the Lions and the Rams. The Rams more specifically, is the Rams win outright because the NFL wants nothing more than that Sunday night matchup between Green Bay and Detroit to matter for both teams. So I bet you guys that at the end of that game, no matter if the Seahawks win or lose, this is how it's going to play out. Good job, Seahawks. You just beat the Rams and the refs. Or, wow, the Seahawks just lost to the refs. So that's kind of how it's going to go because any questionable call, any penalties or suspicious penalties, they're all going to go against Seattle because the NFL didn't flex Detroit, Green Bay for it to matter nothing to Detroit, especially the story that Detroit is this year. And then Detroit, I see this as a field goal game. I think this is too many points. I think this line is counting the factor of the Seahawks beating the Rams. That's all. It should be a 3. But they're anticipating the Rams, the Seahawks to beat the Rams, and that not to matter to Detroit. So I'm grabbing Detroit plus the points here as my 5th pick. Dogging it up this weekend. Raiders, Titans, Dolphins, Lions, Rams.
Okay. Okay. I see that. I got 2 props for you in that Rams, in the Lions and Vikings one, or Lions. Fuck me. Sunday Night Football, Lions, Packers. But Tim Earl, pull yours up. Defend yourself.
No, thank you. No, I'm kidding. I'm going Cleveland. I know that's a very contrarian way of looking at it. Everybody loves Pittsburgh, and I'm just going to fade that. I just want to side of that one. I looked at kind of a little bit of ticket numbers. 60% of tickets are all over Pittsburgh, yet most of the money, 55% of the money, is on Cleveland, and the line is stayed put. I think Cleveland wins that one. Sorry for anybody betting Pittsburgh to try to get into the playoffs. I'm taking the Rams. Same deal as Nick. I think Seattle ends up getting gypped out. I will say I'm on the opposite side of both of you guys because I am taking Green Bay. I think Green Bay is the hotter team right now, and Aaron Rodgers later on in the season, that's going to be a very difficult game, especially in Green Bay. If it was in Detroit, maybe a little bit of a different story. In Green Bay, I'll take the Packers minus the 4.5. Broncos country, let's ride. It's not going to matter to the Chargers because Obviously, I think Baltimore beats. I think Cincinnati beats Baltimore. Although I think Baltimore covers, obviously in this last one right here. But I think that game's not going to matter to the Chargers. So I'm going to take Denver minus the 3, and I will take Baltimore plus the 7 and a hook for my final one. I just don't think it's going to matter. The game doesn't really matter to Cincinnati or Baltimore because they're going to most likely face each other next week. That's all it is. So I'm just going to take that game to be an ugly 16-13 type of game, and the Baltimore Ravens to cover that 7.5. So Cleveland, Rams, Green Bay, Denver, Baltimore.
I'll tell you what, I almost had the Ravens on there, but that hook scared, or the Bengals, but the hook scares me, and that's why I stayed off. All right, here's where I'm at. Listen, no shocker here. I'm on the Lions, minus 4.5, plus 4.5, all day, every day. It's a homer bet for me. Move on. Okay, don't tell me how it's a homer bet. I know it's a homer bet. I'm the one that told you. But I truly do believe that these teams, I don't care what happens in Seattle. Obviously, I care. I don't care, though, because I think the Lions' motivation wholeheartedly, because they can't control their destiny and they need that Seattle game. They need the Rams to win that game and Seattle to lose. Because they can't control their destiny, their motivation is 9-8 as opposed to 8-9. And trust me, if you're a Lions fan, that shit matters to us. And it's been a long time since we've been over 500, and we are there to play. At the beginning of the year, Dan Campbell told you people he didn't care where he was playing, how he was playing. He'd bite your kneecaps off. He don't give a shit. So bring the weather, bring all the snow, all the wind, bring Aaron Rodgers' mama, bring his mama's mama, bring them all. We're going to whoop their ass. We're going to bite them kneecaps, and we're going to win by double digits. Now, next game, I'm going Steelers. Tim's looking at me. Tim, this is Tim Earl right now. We're going to bite them all.
Yeah, bite them kneecaps. Let's go.
Bite them all. We don't give a shit where and when and how. That we going to play. So if you're going to beat us, you better come to play too, Mr. Smug Aaron Rodgers. Boy, I just wish somebody grabs him at the end of the game. I hope Jared Goff walks up to him and just bitch slaps his ass. Whether we won or lost, just bitch slapped him at 50-yard line. That's what I hope. But anyways, Steelers. Mike Tomlin's had a losing season, and I'm going to continue with that. I don't think Cleveland gives a shit. They're really kind of just waiting until next year in the offseason. They're done. They can't do nothing. I'm on the Steelers. I'm on the Giants strictly because no division opponent or any NFL team should be minus 14. I don't care what week it is. Jalen Hurts maybe has a little bit of rust coming back. If he does plays, all signs look to point to he is playing. But I really think that's just too many right there. 14. Kansas City
said he wasn't resting starters.
Yeah. The Giants he's not resting nobody. So they're playing. A lot of my bets here will be for money wise. This is just circle lines, okay, and what we have to deal with. But I will be betting a lot of first half stuff. But Giants plus like 9.5, 9 in first half all day. But Kansas City, opposite side, I think Kansas City has heard all this hoopla all year from me too, saying I picked the Raiders to win this division at the beginning of the year. Everybody was all Denver. We saw that worked out. Raiders saw that worked out. So Kansas City just said, hey, man, this is our division to lose. And I think they're going to come out and ball out. And I think they get up early and often. I think the Raiders just kind of want to go away. And they should. And I know we're all, me and Nick specifically are on opposite sides of this game, but I like the Chiefs. In Washington, I'm a big fan of a kid from North Carolina. Sam Howell. Big fan of him. I wanted the Lions to draft him late in last year's draft. I think that he is the future in Washington, and this Washington team has proven time and time again that they are not to be slept on. They can compete, and in a divisional game where the shit matters, Dallas is going to try and somehow backdoor and sneak into they have a slim chance to get that number 1 overall seed in the NFC. It's not going to happen, but they're going to try and play like it is. But at the end, I don't trust the Cowboys to do shit. And I don't really care if this is in Dallas and Jerry's world or if this is in Washington. This happens to be in Washington. Sam Howell is going to introduce himself to the NFL. By the way, led the league. I know this shit means nothing. I know it. But led the league in preseason in passing yards. Preseason. I know it means nothing. But Sam Howell is an NFL quarterback. And I think he's the future in Washington, and they're going to find that shit out. I have already sprinkled Redskins money line. I said it. But yeah, that's it. Commanders money line. Commanders, Commodores, Commies. The team from Washington.
The Washington football team. I kind of like that name better than the
I like that way better. Yeah. So that's mine. Take it for what it's worth. Love it. Leave it. Follow fade at your own risk. I'm taking this off. And let's see. Let's see what the chat probably thinks we're just ridiculous.
Yeah, probably.
Shocking.
It is what it is. We
right?
all have our thoughts. Stodum. Yes, Jared Stodum.
Yeah. I sprinkled a little on Mahomes plus 300 yards for passing. I could see him getting 300 yards passing and still losing this game or not covering. Next thing is Chiefs win. They won't cover. Not like 9 out of 10, 9 out of game. Really.
Yeah.
This is
Can
just
I comment on this real quick with the passing, the records and stuff? Stop listening to the incentive bets. So the people saying, oh, bet Zay Jones over this amount of receiving yards so he gets a bonus. Bet this guy over because he gets a bonus. Stop doing that. Because it's been publicly known now. Everybody's saying it. Even sportsbooks are tweeting it out. I saw a whole thing from Barstool Sportsbook giving you a list of all the things you need to bet.
Rubbers had a whole article on
them. Don't bet them. All right? Stay off the incentive player props.
Certain ones, Justin Jefferson is not getting 194 yards. They're not going to throw him the ball that much. Okay,
yeah, he got held for 15 yards against his daddy last week, Jair Alexander. Yes, I said it, Tim. Jair Alexander lives rent-free in Justin Jefferson's head, and he is Justin Jefferson's daddy. Absolutely, he is.
Certain ones I really like I mentioned this in the Lions and the Packers game. Jamal Williams needs one touchdown to tie Barry Sanders' record. I think he gets that. It's 16 touchdowns. We could tell me he leads the league in touchdowns running back. You're gonna tell me he's not?
That's not something where they're gonna go out of their way.
You don't think so?
But if you're betting a player prop strictly on they can earn a bonus about it, don't.
I bet Jamal Williams.
If they're part of the offense, though, it's fine.
He's their goal line guy. He's the bell cow. He's their guy inside the 10. He's just that guy. And he needs 6 yards or 4 yards to get 1,000. It's first time ever getting 1,000 rushing yards in 6 years career. So, and he's going against his former team. Packers released him. I don't know if everybody remembers 2 years ago. He's been a Lions. This is his second time playing in Green Bay, and he went off last year when he played them. So I look for him to have a big game. If you can get Khalif Raymond for the wide receiver for the Lions, he needs I should have looked this up.
3 receptions for his bonus. Exactly
4 or 6, but he averages 4 to 6. He averages 4 or 5 catches anyway. So, and I watch all Lions press conferences. I watch all the players' ones. Every coach, every offensive guy they love Jamal Williams. They said they're going to feed him the rock. I'm just saying you can get Jamal Williams. I've seen on Barstool -1.5 anytime touchdown or -105. I've seen it on FanDuel at -130. It's very nicely priced just for him to get a touchdown. But certain props, incentives, I do agree with. I'm not saying just go down the list. And
don't blindly bet them just for incentives. If you're going to bet them before, if you were going to bet, if you had intentions on betting Raymond over because you do the research and his stats suggest or your number suggests the over's a play, fine. If you're blindly betting it because he needs the incentive or he needs the bonus, don't do that.
Be smart about that. Because
listen, the sports books are tweeting this out as well.
Not to mention,
they know.
You think Justin Jefferson calls for a pass to himself? No. Your offensive coordinator has to call the pass. Then Kirk Cousins has to go through the progressions to actually actively, which he doesn't really do. He's just going to keep throwing it up to him and hope he gets that. There's no incentive for the offensive coordinator.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. That's Kirk Cousins in a nutshell. But I don't think like for me, like I use the analogy of Jamal Williams. Listen, he's playing hard because he's played hard all year, and he is referred to the Green Bay Packers as his ex-girlfriend. He's like, look, when your ex-girlfriend lets you go, you cuddle up with the new one. She feeds you good. She makes you happy. No, I don't got nothing to do. That's that ex. That's that chick. She's nuts. And that's how he refers to the Packers. And he's going to play hard because of that. He's not going to – it's not like Dan Campbell's going, you know what? We're going to lose this goddamn game right here. I shouldn't say that because Dan might. But NCDC going, you know what? We might lose this game, but screw it. We're going to throw the Khalif Raymond as many times as we can to get him his extra $250,000. Man, nobody gives a shit about your $250,000. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying.
But also, you got to keep in mind, there's incentives if you make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They prefer that incentive rather than, like, there's bonuses.
A 52-man roster player. Yeah. 53-man roster. That's an everybody bonus. So,
everybody bonus. You win the freaking game. So,
yeah. Play to win the game. All right, so let's keep going. What's the seeding scenario for the AFC?
I haven't even looked.
God. There's a whole chart. I'm
going to let the games play out, and then we'll go from there. I'm not even going to try to think about it.
Yeah. Basically, if the Chiefs, Cincinnati, or Buffalo have to play each other in any way, shape, or form in the AFC game, it'll be played in a neutral field. I've heard talk, though. I did hear that they're going to try and do it. If the neutral field has to be in play, it'll be an outdoor AFC stadium.
An AFC stadium, yeah, that works. Yeah.
Outdoor AFC stadium, though. So not the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Because there was talk about the Colts, because that would be easy traveling kind of for both in Indianapolis. For all three teams, kind of. I personally thought of Detroit because Ford Field, Buffalo's already played. It's a dome, I know, but it's not in the AFC. But the NFL is already. It's like the NFL uses Ford Field as its flex stadium in Detroit because it's the Midwest. It's accessible to everything, and when Buffalo has those.
And plus, come playoff time, that team's never playing there, so that works.
Exactly, it's useless. The only things that are really going on there are Kid Rock concerts in January.
Bowl games.
Oh, and then the Motor City Bowl. Answer me. No. The Raiders held. I see your thought on the Raiders. This is either going to go horribly wrong for me with the Chiefs, or it's either I'm either going to be right or wrong.
That's great analysis, man.
I know.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, right?
What happens to the Steelers if the Jets beat the Dolphins?
The Steelers make the playoffs if they win, New England loses, and the Dolphins lose. So they need all three of those things to go their way.
Interesting.
I don't see the Jets winning.
I don't see the Jets winning.
I think the Jets are done with this year. I think they're just looking to lay down.
That was so promising too.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.
They got played. Honestly, I think Zach Wilson ruined that season because I think
no.
I'll
tell you exactly when I knew that the season was over for him.
When they lost.
After the Denver game, when they lost Breece Hall and their offensive tackle, both of them were first-round draft picks. Once both of them went down,
that hurts.
Turned into garbage. Minus that one game against Chicago, but who doesn't score against Chicago?
Yeah,
I think they had a bunch.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets trade up in the draft with the Bears, maybe to get a CJ Stroud.
I hope not.
Man.
They're not going to make that mistake.
We know how good Ohio State quarterbacks are.
If the Jets go out and get anybody, if they do anything with quarterback-wise, they'll go get a free agent, Jimmy Garoppolo or
Lamar Jackson,
somebody like that.
Or you wait till next year when the draft class is going to have some really nice.
No, we're not tanking again. Shut up.
You've been tanking since Joe Namath. It's okay. We've been tanking since 57.
We almost
What's
made a
the-
Super Bowl in 2009.
Almost is only good.
Good rundown on those 5 picks, Tim. There you go. Yeah, words. Deshaun Watson versus Steelers, who had Big Ben with that situation. Steeler Nations would be loud. Yeah, I just think Cleveland's already packed it up and ready for next year. My point on the Jets, though, real quick, is I think Zach Wilson drama and them benching him kind of just deflated that locker room's lost right now, and they don't have a true leader under center. And
Sure.
I'm not knocking Mike White. I'm not, but I don't know if
he's the answer.
I don't know if he's the answer, and I don't think he's been there
You also
long
need
enough
to
to
be able to run
prove
the
that he's
football a
the
little bit
answer.
better.
Yeah, for sure. But they're headed in the right direction. The Jets. They just got to put a whole season together. You know what I mean? And,
There's always next year.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the Lions motto. Jack.
It's just getting pissed at us.
Tim is like GFY, you guys. Jimmy's he's going Jaguars.
Going
Dolphins,
chalk,
Kansas City,
and more chalk.
Colts, Denver,
Put
Green
this
Bay.
into
You
a-
already messed up the assignment by giving us more than 5. Why is the chat so quiet?
Because you were on the quieter channel.
Well, Picks and Parlays doesn't have as many people watching.
Picks and Parlays doesn't have as many? Oh, wow.
Is it?
Well, earlier, Picks and Parlays said more than ESB when I guess you typed that.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
It doesn't matter.
I forgot. I gotta hit the like button.
Yeah.
5 likes on Picks and Parlays, and I got 5 likes on ESPN. Oh, hold on, I gotta vote for my shit.
Yeah, there's only 3 votes right now on there. 2 of them were for me, 1 was for Lenny.
Yeah.
Now it's 2-2 because Lenny tied it up.
Oh yeah, I voted for myself. I'm not gonna lie.
That's it. I'm gonna go vote.
Rogers also doesn't go for the cover, only the win. Hey, that's fair. I just can't stand his smug ass. I kind of want to bet the Bears money line. If they lose again, that's 10 losses straight.
I want to take the Bears the points.
I don't want nothing to do with that game.
I don't trust the Vikings to win by multiple scores.
I don't think the Vikings are going to do anything. I think they're going to try and stay healthy. And I think that they believe they're good. And that's good for them. But I think they believe, like, they think they're the shit. And they think that they're just, like, you know, they've already won the Super Bowl in their minds. I honestly believe that for Vikings players and Vikings fans, man. This is just a formality for the playoffs. Well, in 2 weeks, the Minnesota Vikings will be in the same goddamn golf tournament that the Bears are in, the Houston Texans are in, and everybody else eliminated that I can't think of right now. You want to know why? Because they won't be in the playoffs. So there's that.
By the way, I voted on the poll. Nick, you got to vote. Good job.
You can't vote for yourself. It's cheating.
You voted for me,
Nick
jackass?
I gave Nick a vote.
Oh, why? Why would you vote for Nick?
Because I want Nick
You
to
didn't
win.
vote for me?
No, I want Nick to win.
All right, NFL wants the entire world to burn so they can put the Lions-Packers game on national TV in order to watch Aaron Rodgers lose. Packers playoff hopes die in front of everyone. Listen, I've been saying this all week, though, and you can ask either one of them. Packers win, don't cover. That's my that's my handicapping belief. But you know, the homer in me will kick the shit out of anybody if you want to tell me the Lions are going to lose. Did everyone in chat fall asleep? Probably. They're tired of listening to your bullshit hockey. I'm just kidding. It's football talk. Where they're paying attention. They're taking notes. Hey, Richard P is awake. Because this is why the chat is dead. Because you guys just one-word answers back and forth to each other. I feel good about the Chiefs and the Packers tickets. I need them ice picks. You need the hockey picks from Ice X? Why? I'm just kidding. NBA talk, yeah. Bears fans do need false hope going into the offseason. Your false hope will be the draft. and then preseason.
Mm-hmm.
And then reality sets in when Justin Fields takes under snap again. Because Justin Fields is not
the problem.
Justin Fields, well, he's not your biggest problem.
And here's the good thing for the Bears that you have to look forward to. If they lose this game and the Texans win that rock-throwing bum fight against the Colts, the Bears get the number 1 overall pick, and I guarantee you they won't draft number 1 overall. They will get a haul for the number 1 overall pick, so someone can move up and draft Bryce Young.
Oh, somebody's going to give them the world for Bryce Young or CJ Stroud.
So if you're the Bears, you want the number 1 pick, not the draft number 1. You'll get plenty in return for it.
It's value. That number 1, those top 5 picks are value.
You don't need
for
the number
years.
1 overall pick because
you don't need
if you trade down a few spots, you can get who you need at 4 or 5.
Yeah, or 10. I mean,
Jets trade up and get Bryce Young.
I'm just telling you. I understand Washington has packed it in, but I don't think they packed it in the way that you think they packed it in, Rich P. I think they packed it in saying, you know what, we have a young quarterback. Let's see what this dude can do. There's nobody in the league that disputes his arm and his power and his strength. The dude can throw it a country mile.
Sam Howell in his last year of college was somebody who was, I believe, in the top 5 preseason for the Heisman Trophy. Like, he was really hyped up.
Yeah,
I remember the last time. The last time UNC had a first or a good quarterback. His name was Mitchell Trubisky.
I was gonna say Jay Cutler.
Trubisky was after Cutler.
Yeah,
Cutler was a Tar Heel?
Oh no! I thought you said best quarterback Bears. I'm sorry, I heard best quarterback Bears.
UNC.
Oh yeah. No, Jay Cutler. I want to say Jay Cutler played out west.
Vandy.
Oh, okay.
Jay Cutler played. Oh, the powerhouse of Vanderbilt.
Vandy. He screams Vandy too. Cigarette all hanging out of his mouth. Jay Cutler gave 2 shits. But I'm telling you right now, Jay Cutler tore the Lions apart, man.
You know who I think might draft number 1 overall? If the Bears get number 1 overall, it's gonna be the Colts. Colts are gonna trade up and get their quarterback, so they don't have to do the merry-go-round between Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, and Jacoby Brissett, and then Matt Ryan. And no, they're gonna be done with that. They're gonna draft their franchise quarterback.
We'll start talking some NFL mock drafts as the season goes on. We will for sure, have a few, kind of situations and different things as the draft gets closer. Right now, I mean, Indy sits right now, I think, at number 6 seed or draft position. Ahead of them,
they're competitive next year.
Ahead of them are the Texans, Bears, Broncos, Rams, and Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Rams, Cardinals, and Denver's not drafting a quarterback. I'm just saying they put too much money into that, so I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Perfect start for most disappointing season of my life. I know, right? Brandon says, "How did he turn into Kirk Cousins?" That was amazing. Kurt. I mean, if it's Kurt or Kirk, it's the same word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering if the Chiefs lose, then the Bills get home field. No.
If Chiefs, Bengals, or Bills, if 2 out of the 3 of them play in the AFC Championship game, it's on a neutral.
Yeah, it's a cluster.
It's weird this year. It's an absolute weird year.
Cluster. Williams anytime touchdown and Goff 2+ 255. There you go. I do think the Lions, they get 20 plus.
I have the under.
It depends on which Lions defense shows up. Okay, if the Lions defense have shown up 6 out of the last 8 games,
that game's going to be 21-17.
Pick your winner. I'm telling you, could end up either way.
Maybe 24-21.
Last game they played this year in Detroit, I
Failed
happened
under.
to be there.
I had the under.
15-9.
Yeah.
15-9. Now I was the one that started the run on the second half. Tim is talking to people in the chat. Hi, Tim. Yes, Lenny. Let's go 49ers. Hi, Richie. Already looking for Sabres Day tomorrow.
Yes. I want to say, right as the stream started, I got a text from my mom with a picture because what I got for Christmas was
screen.
a Tage Thompson jersey. Obviously, it's not going to focus in there.
To dim your screen.
But it just came in the mail, and I might go over there and grab that after the show. Maybe that's not work. Yeah.
There you go. All right, rock that.
Got my Tage Thompson
that
jersey.
logo.
Yeah.
Oof. I didn't think about that. I think the Bears win, Texans win. No one likes Nick's super underdog circle 5. I know, right? Hey, whatever. Nets, Nuggets, Heat.
I'm not a fan of the Nets. I did not bet against that. I didn't bet that game. Nuggets, it's just a little bit concerning that lines dropped from 7 to 5. That's just a little bit concerning to me. Heat game under, yeah, sure. That works.
I'm on 2 out of 3 of those. The goddamn Southern Tigers. Sounds like
Chinese
a badass.
basketball. Shout out to Joe Kryptonite, Chinese basketball. He's made me money the last couple of nights.
Well, Joe, I like money too.
I'll send you the pics.
Send me the shit. Gonna take them over the Golden Bulls. I mean, everything in Chinese basketball or
Just this awesome logo.
their names are always the Golden Bulls.
I will say,
Golden Tigers. They like gold.
I do know my favorite overseas team for basketball, and that's the Tasmania Jack Jumpers. They have a Looney Tunes jersey. I'm pulling it up.
I feel like I would take a lot of their overs. What's your top pick from each of your circa bet? Oh shit, top one? Damn, good question.
From
based on where the line is now, it's the Dolphins for me. Because the Dolphins are now -3, and you can get them on the contest for +1.
I'll say Rams. I'll say Rams.
Oh, you really like the Rams?
Rams outright.
I mean, I hope so.
Rams or the Broncos. I like the Broncos.
I'm gonna say
Lions. Wow, that was so.
No, actually,
right there.
I know. No, all handicap, all homer shit aside, I really like the Steelers. I really do. So that's fair. Both should draft Max Duggan.
No.
Is he eligible this year?
The TCU guy, right?
Yeah. Is Max Duggan
First of
eligible
all,
this year, guy?
Hey, we'll touch base on that Monday on the national championship game. We'll talk about that a lot.
I found the jersey. Bam.
Which I think I figured out where I'm going for the national championship game, and I'm gonna dog it up for a trifecta here. Not the underdog, the Bulldogs trifecta. I think this is a route. TCU is becoming a public underdog. I'm going to take Georgia first quarter, first half full game.
That's so unfortunate.
I will say this: Stetson Bennett
you over
is the
move
most
on.
underrated college football quarterback maybe ever. And I get it. I know who he's played with and who he's thrown the ball to and all these people. And I get he's probably some Hall of Famer wide receivers waiting to happen. I get all that. But the dude's lost one college game as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that
And
was
it was against
I mean,
Alabama.
you've got to give him some kind of credit. He's still got to make the throw. He's still got to check down. He's still got to call audibles. He's still got to play. You know. So I mean, I wouldn't
This
be
game
mad if the Lions got him next year.
I think my original thoughts on the game have completely flipped because I was looking at TCU in the over. Now I'm starting to think it's like 45-10. Like I think it's going to be one of those games where because the biggest lie I've seen multiple things tweet out big liabilities for the books on TCU and the over. So I think this is a game where it's 45-10, it's 35-10, something along those lines, where it's just a complete rout, and the TCU offense can't get anything going because they're not playing a Pac-12 defense.
I'm probably taking the Bulldogs and the over and a teaser, but it's a teaser, so
I think I'm probably going to stay off the total. I lean under now, but I'm probably going to take the Bulldogs trifecta.
Richie P says Sabres destroying dreams out here, says Nickerol, not Tim.
I like my Sabres.
And I'm taking the long
That's
Lions.
fantastic. The only Chinese basketball plays I take are from the hands of Joe Kryptonite.
Listen, this is not to be misunderstood with the minor league version, the short lines. So I don't know. All right, Cameron, I'm on it. That's a tough one. Joe, you dropped CBA, must have missed them. Jets money line. I'm looking at CBA now. All right, Joe, let's get after it. Great jersey, Tim. Nick might take it from you. I would venture they wear the same jerseys all the time. Tim, send it to me or else.
Nah.
Tim wouldn't send that shit to me because he'd know I'd burn it. Wasn't criticizing how you said the name. There was a very accurate Cousins impression done. Oh yeah, blind pass. Yeah, for sure. Stop by to smash the like button. Appreciate you, Julie Carly. Yes, Tim, need those picks. Sprinkle on the TCU money line? No.
I saw one thing that's completely taken me off of the TCU as well. Mattress Mac dropped a couple $1 million on them.
Oh God, that screams Bulldogs all day.
That's the kiss of death. That's the kiss of death right there.
All I need now is Trent to say, but TCU.
Trent's gonna be on TCU. You know that he's a froggy. He's a frog.
Yeah, Trent's 100% could be on TCU.
Yeah.
Skylar Thompson is playing for the Dolphins. He should do well. Watched him play at K.
Yeah, because he did great the last time he played the Jets.
Saints beat the Panthers. Man,
I good luck in that game. I honestly don't care. That game means nothing.
Lowest rated viewing game ever, probably.
I don't know. You got the Colts and the Texans too, so
yeah, I'd give it a run for its money. I'm taking a hard look at the Brave Dragons to beat the Shanghai Sharks.
Here, just send me the message, and then I'll relay those to Richie and Ice and to Lenny.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because he gave me gave me 4 plays last night, and they went 3-1, and the one loser was the plus 808 money line stab at it.
Relax. Ooh, the long lines. I'm in. As soon as I can figure out where.
Flying Tigers cover 3. Got it.
When do these games usually start?
Flying Tigers take on the Heroes at 2 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, I got to play time. All right. So long lines, check. Who else? Listen.
Long Lions and the Flying Tigers, apparently.
Hold on, Cameron. Put them in one thing so I can just screenshot that.
Here, I'll send you a screenshot in a minute.
Long Lions and who else?
And then he says he's taking at the Brave Dragons to beat the Sharks.
This is Joe, not Cameron. Cameron's on some different shit.
No, he was commenting on your reaction to it.
No.
Joe Kryptonite, you need to get on Twitter or something and set up a group chat giving out these Chinese basketball plays.
Yeah.
I'll throw $10 at him. Why not?
Yeah, Joe, just send me your card and I'll relay it.
No, I'm taking the long one. See? Cameron said that.
That's fine.
So that's fair. Just you guys collective comments or
Flying Tigers cover. Okay.
All right, Flying Tigers. Flying Tigers now or Long Lions?
Flying Tigers.
Flying Tigers, Long Lions. Write that shit down. Flying Tigers, Long
Lions.
Got it. Boom. Man. All right, let's make some money. I'm going to look at the scenarios, do my plays based off it. Last year's scenarios cashed. All right. I don't know if you can do alternate lines CBA, but flying tigers by double digits. Oh shit!
I don't think I could do that on my book.
I don't even know if I have this. I don't even know if I have.
It's on BOL.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any money in there.
Oh, okay. Never
Let's
mind. Let's go for Huggies. We'll be doing some type of live stream that night on ESB for the national championship.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump on. Oh no, I don't have it. I got all my money tied up in the Lions making the playoffs apparently in the future.
Oh jeez.
It's a whole $20.
How much? What was the odds on it?
I don't even know. I already clicked out of it. I'm not going back.
Okay, never mind. Then. You're good.
You bet the Lions to win the Super Bowl.
I had they gave me like $20 in free play, so I took it and put it on the Lions. Win whatever. Who wants my hockey plays? No one get it. All right.
Yeah, nobody wants them.
Yeah, we're good. What up, fellas? Growing out the hair.
Alrighty then.
I'm not.
Come on, it's WOG. You expected something serious?
I know. Southern Tigers. Southern Tigers or fucking Flying Tigers? I'm so confused. You're not sure. You're not so sure about the long lines? I need to be giving this as premium. Joe, you got a premium?
Says through his OnlyFans.
Oh,
okay.
I'm done. Sorry for distracting from the subject. No Chinese sports betting, no matter how cool the names sound. Damn it, boys, we're not supporting them. That's true. I'm just saying. My choice. All right. Took the Clips.
Yes.
And Sienna.
That's fine.
Ice was dead on with his Bruins pick.
Yep, that was the one that I lost last night was the Kings.
Well,
I hate the Golden Knights, though.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. That's what they say. Poor Ice. He comes on here religiously every day, hits the like button, comments in the chats, interact, does everything you could want out of anybody, but gets so much shit from us. But he gives it. He gives it right back. So keep giving it. We'll keep giving it too. Joe will be a guest on Balling Out with Tim Earl. Hey, it won't be called Balling Out.
I might have
It'll be called the Golden Balling Out because it's a Chinese basketball.
I may actually have Joe on one of my Balling Out shows eventually.
There you go. Yeah, don't forget, hey guys, for real, where's that banner? Balling Out, Tim Earl, drop daily as long as there's 4 or 5 NBA, as long as there's a decent NBA slate. He's going to drop a Balling Out video. I've also been doing this parlay party with myself. I'm Detroit Lenny, that's me. Parlay party, pretty much daily. I didn't do it one day because there wasn't a lot. I don't do a whole lot of NBA. Everybody knows this. I say this all the time. NHL football, but as NFL dies down and there's less and less, and there's now no college football except for Monday, I ventured into a mixed sport parlay today with some hockey and some NBA. I'm not a whole lot confident in it. These parlays are half unit parlays, by the way. I'm just half unit it, try and get 2-3 units. Parlay or a lot of bankroll builders, shit like that. Nothing crazy. I'm not doing anything crazy. Maybe in June and shit when we start getting. But I can't tonight, but it's happening.
All good, Joe. All good.
Ice is my guy. I'll watch it. Help me sleep.
There you go. Whatever helps.
He said joking.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's not forget Kelsey hasn't scored in like 5 weeks. Maybe one of those 2. Hey, man, I hit on his – he's only scored 2 touchdowns in one game twice this year, and I hit both of them. And if he scores in the first quarter, instantly live bet his ass to score another one. Just do it. You'll get good odds. I know you can do that on FanDuel, and you probably can do that in certain states.
We can on our books.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, if he gets one early, jump on it. Buffalo, Boston in the playoffs. Buffalo in 7.
I think if they happen to play, I think if they do play if the Sabres manage to get into the playoffs and that's the first round matchup, I do think that series goes 6-7.
Okay.
Boston in 5.
I think if Buffalo sneaks into the playoffs, they'll end up losing in the first round. That's fine. They'll force 6-7 games. They're not going to go down easy.
Okay.
The Buffalo Sabres will win a playoff matchup if and only if they play the Leafs in the first round. Only way they do it.
That's
only
fair.
way they do it.
I will say this: Boston's scrappy, man. They're just scrappy. They just win
They're good.
dirty, ugly games. But Buffalo, they keep this moment. Here's what I worry about Buffalo. They're doing really well now. It's a long season.
It's a tough
You know?
Eastern Conference as well. I think 5
Yeah.
teams from the Metropolitan make it.
I think the Metro beats each other up enough in order to knock out a couple of teams.
Agreed.
Maybe.
I agree on both of those.
The Penguins and the
fronts.
Rangers fall. I think the Penguins Rangers fall potentially. So
I think Caps have a chance to fall. I think the Devils have a chance to fall. I think the only team that I would say, and I don't like to use the word lock, but if I had to lock one team into the Eastern Conference from the Metro, it's the Canes. I don't think anybody takes them down. I think they're too far in front of everybody else,
and they're getting into form now.
That they're gonna get in there.
I love how Cameron says, "Why don't you just take over the NHL section of the show?" He's like, and Ice is like, "Don't do
that.
don't put gas on fire." Sabres destroy the Leafs. Hey, Sabres in a sweep if it's the Leafs.
No. It'll be Sabres in 7, and the Leafs will lose in the most heartbreaking fashion.
3 overtime.
It'll be an overtime.
A goal off a save.
Like an overtime. No. It'll be like an overtime own goal or something like that. It'll be like the most stupidest play loses. Then the goalie will slip, and it'll be one of those.
Best bet, you got to rewind, David Tokarski. Best bet for tonight. Red Wings
before we head on out.
Best bet for tonight. Tim Earl.
Nikola Jokic triple-double.
Chicago Blackhawks money line.
Detroit Red Wings reverse puck line.
There you go.
4-4 from each division of Eastern Conference. What the hell was that? Something fell. Wasn't me.
It was my dad. I was
5-point teaser
to the garage because I'm at my dad's right now. So
you got exiled?
Yeah, because Tim stole the desk. So
Tim, you're
out a new place to go.
Oh, so Tim's your dad's favorite? Is that what we're saying right now?
Yep.
No, he just stole the desk. That's it.
That's why. Is that what's happening? Come on, Steve, do better. You can't put. Nobody puts Nick in the garage. Nobody puts Nick in the. Nobody puts Baby in the corner, and nobody puts Nick in the garage.
Damn right, we put Nick in the garage.
Lions dominated the Packers. Headlines. That's no headline. That's been done. Check week 8 or 9. I took out the Jets money line. By the way, if anyone cares. All right.
No, we don't.
Nobody does.
Anaheim Ducks. They can't do it.
No.
Homer
no ducks.
backs into the bushes. Yeah. Yeah. Steve comes out, starts causing all kinds of drama in the garage, and then Homer Simpson into the bushes. All right, we're leaving. We gotta go.
Yes,
we gotta go for real. Good luck unless you're against us. Good luck on all your bets this weekend. For real, but if you ain't saying go Lions, I ain't got no.